Hey there, it's Oded with Big Joe Backyard Barbecue. Today we've got a beautiful Texas smoked beef rib, dino ribs, my absolute favorite thing to cook on the Kamado Joe. Crazy delicious. Here are our short ribs, the short rib plate. Absolutely my favorite piece of protein to barbecue because you can see all of this beautiful intramuscular fat as we smoke it low and slow is going to just melt down and create this incredible flavor. So we're going to treat this very simply with kosher salt and pepper. And then I'm just going to take the fat cap off here. And it's not like a brisket. You don't have to be super aggressive. We just want to take most of the fat off so that we can expose all of this beautiful meat so we can get seasoning on there. If you can, I would recommend doing this the night before and then seasoning it with the kosher salt then and doing what's called a dry brine and keep that uncovered in the fridge overnight. And that'll just let the salt penetrate into the meat. We weren't able to do that just because of the schedule today. We're going to get this fat cap off and show you how we season it. Now we are smoking these beautiful ribs Texas style. So we're just going to season them with kosher salt, smoke, and a lot of fresh cracked pepper. And you want to be aggressive with your seasonings here just because this is all we have and it's a big piece of meat. So it can take the seasonings very well. So we got salt on all sides. Now for pepper, you can use fresh cracked pepper. I got this pretty cool new spice blend that's 8 different peppercorns from La Boite, Copier, Poivre, and we're gonna get pretty heavy with the pepper here. Get some great flavor. Then from here, I'm just gonna drop in a meter probe so we can monitor our cook. We're going in the center into the deepest part, and we're gonna take this to 203 degrees internal Fahrenheit. We're going to be setting our grill for 250 degrees indirect. It cleared all the ash out of the charcoal basket here. We added in a almost full charcoal basket full of charcoal. This is going to be a longer low temp smoke. And then we're going to run this wide open for 10 minutes, lid open, vents open, and then we'll close them down and get them to 250. I like to put these larger blocks like this to get the fire going, and then we're going to smoke this with maple, but oak is great too. You want a heavier wood for smoke for beef. We've been wide open for 10 minutes. Now we're going to go ahead and get our grill set up. We'll put in our deflector plates for indirect. And then for big fatty pieces of meat, I like to put a drip pan underneath just to catch some of those drippings. They won't flare up as bad and makes cleanup much easier. Then we'll put our grates on and get this stabilized at 250 degrees Fahrenheit. Now from here, we're just going to set our ribs right over our pan. And I love watching the meat just crawl up these bones to be this perfect barbecue extravaganza. You could have red wine, beef stock, or water in the pan below if you wanted to. We're just going to monitor this, make sure it doesn't dry out. But we're going to do this clean, pepper, salt, and smoke. We did 8 hours total, 250 for 4 hours. Then I bumped it up to 275 Fahrenheit for another 4 hours. That got us to 203 here in exactly 8 hours. And I never added anything to this, nothing in the drip pan. That's all beautiful fat that rendered down. I'm gonna use that and save it for wonderful eggs. Didn't spritz this with anything. See how it didn't dry out on us. This is a very well marbled piece of meat. This was a prime piece. We're gonna get this wrapped in 2 layers of aluminum foil. And then wrapped in some beach blankets in a cooler, rest that for 1 hour, and then we're going to get to slicing. We rested an hour. This thing's look great. Absolutely simple prep. We're talking just beautiful pepper, kosher salt, smoke, thyme, and love. Now I like to come right down the bone, serve these 1 bone per person. You can see how juicy this is. We added no water to the pan, Look at that. That's incredible. I mean, the fat just melted down. So that's 250 to 275 for anywhere from 8 to 10 hours. Lovely little smoke ring here that you can see on the top. I mean, this is probably the best thing you're ever going to barbecue. First taste test. That's a standout. Great pepper, great bark, great smoke. So juicy and tender. Love this one. If you've got a great recipe for Texas beef ribs, drop them in the comments. Thank you so much for watching.